Well, glad you're still with us on Colorado and Company. Well, there are a lot of ways to get your heart broken, but getting scammed shouldn't be one of them. You're not doomed if you're online dating, but there are definitely red flags you need to pay attention to. Well, we got serious about the subject with Claire McHenry.
Well, this time of year, everybody is thinking about love, hoping for love. Claire, I have some questions for you. Let's talk romance scams. We've been seeing more and more of those. What is a romance scam?
So a romance scam is when someone uses the promise of a romantic relationship in order to build trust with you. And then once that trust is created, they're going to start asking for money or to invest in something. It can start out pretty small, but it can grow much bigger over time. And we know that this is a big problem. According to the Federal Trade Commission, consumers reported losses of $3.8 billion in investment-related scams in just 2022.
Oh, that is scary. I remember seeing a lot of stories about something similar or somebody thinking that they were actually dating a celebrity and they were sending them money. Now, who is most at risk for a romance scam?
So it's anybody with a phone number or an email address. Anybody can become a victim of a romance scam. These often start out as a text message, a post on social media, or even a message on a dating app. We've even seen that, according to the Federal Trade Commission, the #1 contact method for investment-related scams is social media. But while just about anyone can fall for a romance scam, we're seeing that older investors are particularly targeted.
Okay, now when we're getting those messages, what are the warning signs to look for? Because some of them can be pretty good.
We're often seeing that they'll make excuses not to meet you. They'll claim to live far away or that they'll travel a lot for work. But we'll also see that they'll brag about how wealthy and successful they are. They'll talk about how they manage money and the investments that they're making. But these investments, they'll claim, are low risk and high reward. But that's just not how investments work. All investments carry risk. But we'll also see that they'll ask you to keep it a secret. They don't want you to talk to anyone else, and they'll tell you that it's just for a small number of people. And we'll also see that they'll use your own fear of missing out against you. They'll want you to not think about it and join in the next big thing. But left out in these types of investments is honestly the best place to be.
Okay, so how can people best protect themselves from getting scammed like this?
So knowledge is power. Do your research, look up these types of investments, and ask a lot of questions. And if you don't know the answers, it's okay to just walk away. It's also good to keep your guard up. A new romantic partner should be interested in you and not the money that you can give them. And it may sound cliche, but if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. You can also look at the North American Securities Administrators Association. That's at NASAA.org, NASAA.org. You can contact your regulator and we can tell you about registered financial professionals and about some of the investments.
Okay, how common are these romance scams?
So we see these types of romance scams all the time. You know, the Federal Trade Commission does have a lot of information about how much people are losing in this. And like I said, we're seeing $3.8 billion in investment-related scams in just 2022.
Whoa, yeah, that is alarming how much money is being used on these scams. All right, one more time, Claire, where can people get more information?
They can go to NASA.org. That's NASAA.org.
NASA.org. All right. Well, thank you so much for being with us today. Really good info and a great way to start looking out for those warning signs.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
You can protect yourself from scammers if you know what to look for. Learn more at NASAA.org and search dating scams.